want to talk about the mommy influencers and how they keep turning out to be abusive assholes and everyone's shocked, and the type of people that we are making famous. Okay, everyone and their mother right now is talking about Hannah and the 17 diapers, and I feel the need to speak not even just on her. I'm not This video is not about Hannah, because I'm sure we are all well aware of the Hannah situation, right? Because I'm seeing a phenomenon that is very concerning to me, and I'm sure I just want to talk about it. Okay, so before we get into this, I want to lay a couple things out. If you're new, my name is Maddie. I am a mom to a 3.5-year-old and a 16-month-old. I did used to publicly post my children, and I was definitely kind of leaning into that mommy vlogger type of content. I no longer show their faces. I will sometimes insert some clips of the back of their heads. I do say their names and how old they are. But yeah, I try to. I started making money on social media, and it felt yucky to make money off of my children. And I reached like 7,000 followers on TikTok, and it just felt yucky. And so I want to say, I'm not judging people that post their children. I am judging you if you are making money off of your children, if your page is just all about your kids, because I do believe that kids aren't content. A really good creator that I like, he is very blunt. Is So some people don't like him because of that, but it is the Dad Challenge podcast, and he really made me like, damn, I'm no better than these people that he's bashing, and I agree with him. And so I really need to take my kids off of my social media. With that being said, I did not go back and delete everything, because I had posted hundreds of things of my kids. Um, I have, as memories come up and stuff like that, privated things or taken things down at that point. But yeah, there's literally so much that I would have to get rid of. Um, and I don't think that I ever posted anything bad about my kids. I never posted them in the hospital. I never posted them, with injuries or anything like that. So there was nothing where I was like, oh my God, I'm a bad person for posting that. It was just like, I don't want that to be my content anymore. I used to, when I was a teenager, follow family channels on YouTube. Okay Baby, Just Fam, and I wanted to be a mom like them, which is really embarrassing to say now. And if you guys like them, and if you guys don't see, if we're not addressing them today, okay? But I no longer want to be a mother like them. Um, but I was talking to my best friend Taylor, and I was saying that we're seeing so many social media moms, which we don't follow these people. I want to make that clear. Taylor and I do not follow or support these people because their content rubs us the wrong way. We see the stuff and we don't like it. I also want to say, before I get into all this, that I am a proud, gentle parent. I do not hit my kids. I have raised my voice, but I really, really try not to. I really don't want to be that angry parent. Um, Usually, if I'm raising my voice, it is like a safety concern, and I'm really striving to be the best mom I can be. Now, there are people online that say that I'm coddling my kids, people that think that I'm doing a disservice to my children, but the studies show that that is simply untrue. And so, I am someone, I do not support spanking, popping, hitting your children. And I do take issue with that. And I just do. Personally, I don't think you should be hitting your children. I would not go as far as to say that that is outright abusive. I would consider it abuse in my household. If my husband decided to start hitting our kids, I would call him abusive. Now, I don't want to say across the board that if you hit your kids, you're abusive, because I feel like that really shuts down the conversation, and people are a lot less likely to hear you out, because if you're going to call someone abusive, it shuts down the conversation. I think it's wrong. Um, but I do also think there are far worse things that you can do to your kids, like not feed them or poisoning them. And so that's kind of, I want to talk about the mommy influencers, and how they keep turning out to be abusive assholes and everyone's shocked, and the type of people that we are making famous, and how I think as a society we need to have a switch. I will say I am like a nano influencer, a micro influencer. I have a very small following, but I'm hoping that if just one person watches this video and is like, damn, maybe we shouldn't be supporting these people, it'll be worth it for me. Maybe it'd be cool to get like 5 people, okay? And maybe this can spark conversation. I also want to say before I get into this, people love when you call out other parents to be like, well, I'm sure you're not a perfect mom. I'm not. I'm human. But I also recognize that my kids are human, and I'm not going to punish them for being human. And I'm not going to not get them a coat or not feed them or poison them. I'm not going to do those things. So I think that I do have a right as a mom to talk about moms that are bad moms. And I do think we need to bring back mom shaming for some things. I don't think you deserve to be mom shamed if you bought your kids McDonald's. You're feeding your kid. I don't think you deserve to be mom shamed if, I don't know, there's really stupid things. Screen time. My 3.5-year-old's having quiet time right now and watching a show. Okay. I know. And we use screen time not very much. Okay, she's okay to watch a little bit of her show because she needs to relax. I could be mom shamed for that. Y'all could get on here and be like, well, you're a bad mom for letting your kid watch TV so you can make a YouTube video. Fine, that's your opinion. But there are things that these moms do that are morally and legally and all of the things just wrong. And I want to say too that the dads either are playing a role or they are bystanding and letting it happen. You cannot convince me that the dad of the Frankie family, whatever his name is, did not know. But if we look at these influencers that have recently come under fire, Hannah, what is Daisy's mom's name? The woman from Australia that was poisoning her daughter, Ruby Frankie, Matt and Abby. What do all of these people have in common? Well, they're white. They're white women. Most of them are religious and very openly religious, specifically like Mormon. Okay, and I'm not saying all Mormons are bad, but I'm saying there is a theme among these women. Okay, they are white women, they are pretty, they have very beautiful houses, very nice cars, very nice things. They are not like me and you. I mean, maybe you have nice things. I don't. They are not your average mother. Another common theme with these women is that they are openly subpar mothers. They openly do things that are wrong. That are wrong. I never watched the Frankies until after the controversy came out, and I was looking at all the things that she had posted, and I was like, how were people following her? And not only following her, defending her. And we're seeing this right now with Hannah, and people are defending the things that she has done, which is crazy to me. And here's my thing. These women, in my opinion, do not like their children. They do not like their children. And they are bad mothers, in my opinion. And they don't care. Because here's the thing, I make videos and I am going to edit this and then watch it all the way through after I edit it before I upload it. So these women are recording themselves doing whatever it is. And sometimes like I'll record something and like it'll have my daughter's face in it. And so I'm like, I know I have to go edit that out. So they know, oh, I moved the chair and he fell. Oh, I yelled at my kids on camera. They know that they have to cut that out. And I'm not saying accidents don't happen. We saw that with Jordan Cheyenne when she accidentally uploaded the ending. But what I'm saying is I don't even think they're thinking like, damn, I need to cut that out. It's not accidental. And they get, and here's my concern. The people that are following them and defending them, specifically mothers, do you also treat your children that way? And this is something Taylor and I were talking about because there are moms that will get on and talk about being a gentle parent and being mindful and being respectful to your children. And they usually get a lot of hate, a lot more hate than these moms get that are openly mistreating their children, in my opinion. And the moms that are mistreating their children, people will go to bat for, will go to the ends of the earth for. And so it's like, and my thing as a mom is that I'm following the parenting coaches. I'm following the people that are like, if you want to stop yelling at your kids, do this, because I want to be a good mom. And so it's like, are all of these women just looking for someone to be like, hell yeah, it's okay to treat your kids badly? Or are they following them and being like, well, I wouldn't do all of that, but I do some of it, or at least I'm a better mom than they are? Like, that's where I'm really not grasping the following that they get. And not only the following, but the support. It's crazy. There's talk of people, sometimes mom influencers like this, rage baiting. And I can see, specifically in Hannah, because this is the newest one and this is one that everybody knows about, I can see some of the things that she says, specifically about her husband. Like, my husband said that I was lazy and I needed to clean the house, so I guess I'll watch the kids and clean the house. She has a video saying something along those lines. I think that's rage bait. I don't think flicking your toddler's hand is rage bait. I think that's a very normal part of your life. And again, it's not just the flicking the hand. It's not just driving with him not buckled or not feeding him lunch. It's like all of these things combined are incredibly concerning. And the fact that you're posting it like, hee hee, it's not hee hee, girl. It's not hee hee. And I'm not saying that like, oh, one of these things would mean she's fine. But no, like if it was one of these things and people were like, hey, we don't do that. And she was like, oh shit, my bad. Like that would be different than like, no, this is just how we treat our child. I even jumped on the 27 diapers trend and defended her. And I said that after I had my C-sections, when I would change my baby in the middle of the night, I would throw the diapers on the floor and my fiance would pick them up in the morning. And because sometimes I miss the trash can. We did have a trash can and I was tired and I was in pain. And so it was just overnight. But I made videos doing the 17 diaper trend that I now take back. And I see people saying, well, we follow these women because they're relatable. And baby, are they relatable? With their nice house and their nice cars and their hair done and their nails done and all of those things, are they relatable? Are they relatable? And I want to say, if most of them were poor or women of color, would we be allowing this? And speaking of poor people, let's talk about the Resilient Jenkins for a minute, okay? Which I'm sure, again, we all know about her. And she's very poor. But again, she's white. And I think that I'm not seeing videos of Black women or Hispanic women treating their children like this and being giant influencers and making the money that they do on social media while mistreating their kids. Like, your kid is your paycheck and you're treating them that way. It's insane to me. Because I think that they just don't care, but the Resilient Jenkins, people jumped in to send them things, which is a very interesting thing to happen. The Resilient Jenkins is definitely an interesting situation to me because I personally don't think that I've ever seen someone openly post living like that and have the amount of support that she got. She now has a good bit of followers and she's doing TikTok shop videos and she's making money on TikTok. I am a very small influencer, and let me just tell you, she is getting paid handsomely for her TikToks. Okay. So this is just something that's very interesting to me, is that we keep making these white women that are shitty mothers famous. And not only are we making them famous, we are defending them. And we are playing into, like, Hannah's new thing right now is turning her comments off on TikTok, but encouraging everyone to go to her YouTube. And the comments are still on her YouTube. And now her views have shot way up. It's a tactic. I think that it goes, so obviously I do think there is the like race plays a role. Like I said, most of them are Christian and they claim to be disciplining their children out of love for them, out of Christianity or Mormonism, whatever. And so people are like, yeah. And I also feel like there is this like, oh my God, they're openly Christian. That automatically means that they're a good person. They're taking their whole family to church on Sunday and they're Sunday best. No, I don't think being a Christian should get you brownie points on social media. I, I don't like that. Um, I don't. I don't like that. People love to say every family is different, every whatever. But if your family operates on treating your kids like shit, that doesn't mean your family's different. That means you're a bad person. And we all have our moments, okay? We all have our moments as parents where we're like, I messed up. And what you do in that moment is you go and apologize to your child and you learn to be better. And some of it is just frankly inexcusable. So here's what I want to encourage you to do. Like I said, I am a very, very small influencer, but I get paid for posting. Um, Not on every single post. I have some different ways that I make money. I'm usually not paid directly. I'm not paid from YouTube. I'm not paid directly from TikTok. But there are ways to make money. Um, and some of it does go based off of engagement. And a lot of it, engagement is engagement. Okay, I can see my dislikes on my computer for YouTube Shorts. Engagement is engagement. My videos with dislikes, which is really random, the dislikes, but that's whatever, tend to get, if I get one dislike on a video, it's usually getting double the views of my other ones. Are you hearing what I'm saying? The algorithm doesn't care if it's a hate comment. And I know it is like a dumpster fire when these things explode. Oh, I know. I know. Even if you might be like, well, I'm not going to follow Hannah. I'm not going to follow the Resilient Jenkins, but like, I'm going to look at what they're doing. I'm going to look up their account. Baby, no. Because that view, if that video is on TikTok and it's over a minute long and you watch for 5 seconds, you just paid them. You just financially contributed to them. Not out of your own pocket, but you're giving them a platform because it's not just following, it's views. And here's another thing that y'all might not know. On TikTok, I can see how many people in my analytics are returning viewers that aren't subscribed. I have a lot of those. I like sometimes I'll get a bunch of views, like, you know, 300, and it's like 90% are returning viewers, but they don't follow me, which is really strange. I don't know why that's a thing, but baby, they can see that and they don't care if you follow them or not. They don't care. And here's the other thing, like when it comes to them getting brand deals, right now, Hannah is not getting brand deals, but I feel like a lot of people assume it's based on following for how much you get paid or the kind of brand deals you get. And it is not just based on following. As someone that has done sort of brand deals, again, I'm not in their realm of influence, if you will. It's not just based on the amount of followers you have. It's based on your engagement. It's based on your comments. It's based on your likes and your views. And so you giving them the view is a big no-no. You commenting, even if it's a hate comment, is a big no-no. So yes, I want to encourage y'all to not follow these people. I've seen some people be like, well, I'm following them in case they go private so I can see what they're posting. I need you to stop being nosy. I get it. I'm nosy. I need you to stop being nosy because it is paying them. It is paying them. I need y'all to hear me. It is paying them. The best thing that you can do is ignore them, block them on your social media. I promise you, someone is reposting their stuff on Reddit. Someone is making YouTube videos and including their content. I promise you. Or you can look up their name. This is something I'll do sometimes is look up their name. And then if they're in controversy, if you scroll like on TikTok, it'll be their profile that pops up first. But if you scroll down, you can see other videos where people have used a hashtag with their name or tagged them and you can see what they're saying. And usually they will be showing their content as well. So you're not giving them a view. I get being nosy. Let's be nosy, but in a smart way. I really want to encourage y'all to not I want you to be choosy about who you give your follow to. I know we see so many people follow me, subscribe. I mean, I've even said it. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more of my content. Make sure you want to see more of their content. And if someone does something you don't like, baby, you are not loyal to them. You are loyal to no one in this life but yourself, okay? You should be loyal to your kids, but I mean, that's something we're seeing that doesn't really matter, apparently. But anyway, if my mom went out and murdered someone, I ain't gonna be loyal to her. You know what I mean? You don't have to decide to follow an influencer and, man, I really like them, I'm gonna be loyal to them. Because I see so many people like, well, they would never mistreat their kids. Baby, you don't know them. You've never been in their house. The parasocial relationship is wild. So I need you to remember, they are normal people. They're normal people that are capable of being bad people, that are capable of making poor decisions. If someone is doing something that we don't like, if it rubs you the wrong way, unfollow them. You don't need to announce your departure, just unfollow them. And I wish that as a society, when we saw mothers being openly mean to their children, we didn't find it funny. Because these moms will laugh, and people will be laughing in their comments. Hannah, again, she's not the only one. I don't really get into the Matt and Abby thing. I think they're annoying and weird. That's a whole different thing. The Dad Challenge podcast covers them a lot. But Hannah watched her son walk up and touch a hot waffle iron and laughed. And had people laughing in the comments. My kids ain't touching a hot waffle iron, and if they do, I'm concerned. And I'm definitely not posting it online. And that is the difference. We should have all seen that and been like, girl, where's the maternal energy? Like, what is that? What is that? And this is another reason why I will not be telling women, oh, you'll never know true love until you have kids. Oh, you have to be a mother. You should be a mother. I love the child-free movement. I love being a mother. I do. But I always wanted to be a mom. I think that parenthood is a calling. It is a calling. It is not the right path for everyone. Parenthood, the best way that I can describe it and how I feel as a mother is that it is a calling. This is my calling, is to be their mother. If that's not your calling, babe, don't have the kids. Don't have the kids. And I think the other part of this equation is that they are lazy parents. They are lazy mothers. It is really easy to be a mom if you're a bad mom. You know, Hannah's locking her son in his room at night, and if he wakes up at 4 a.m., she's not going to get him. He can lay in there and kick the bed and kick the door, and it's the middle of the night, so she's not getting up. All right, for some reason, my microphone disconnected, but I just said that Hannah doesn't get up to get her son. That is what she said. And I just told y'all to have a good day and be smart about who you follow. And basically everything I was saying earlier, I just reiterated. And I hope that you guys do have a wonderful day. And if you want to subscribe, I would love that. I'm a mom that loves being a mom. I love my kids. I truly enjoy motherhood. Even though it can be challenging, it is the best thing I will ever do. But yeah, I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all later.